I have a winner mentality, being able to go and practice and want to win every drill, want to do everything at perfection. I'm kind of perfectionist. So
ESPN and the league executives didn't hold back in criticizing Angel Reese, dismissing her master plan for 2025 as almost laughable. Let's be honest, Reese thinking she can outperform or overshadow Caitlin Clark is more fantasy than reality. Outscoring Clark, amassing a fan base as devoted as hers, and breaking records at her pace? That's wishful thinking, not a solid plan. While dreaming big is admirable, Caitlin Clark's level of greatness is something Reese can only aspire to reach.
Let me ask y'all this question. Who the hell is Angel Reese?
Reese isn't on Caitlin Clark's level. Clark is a once-in-a-generation talent, a true phenom, and yet Reese seems to think she can just step in and claim her spot. That's not ambition, it's pure delusion.
You look at Angel Reese, stop it. She just seems as uncoordinated as a baby giraffe.
If Reese truly had even half the talent she claims, she wouldn't have spent 2020 obsessively trying to tear down Caitlin Clark instead of proving her own worth. Her petty attempts to humiliate Clark only showed one thing. She can't handle the spotlight, let alone match Clark's legacy. Yes, some of our commentary on Reese may seem a bit over the top at times, but let's be honest. Her recent antics are nothing more than a desperate cry for attention. Ever since LSU won the 2023 NCAA championship, Reese has been strutting around like basketball royalty. Newsflash, the game wasn't about her brilliance. It was Clark's jaw-dropping talent that left everyone in awe. Meanwhile, Reese was on the sidelines, flailing with exaggerated gestures, hoping anyone, would notice her. Now she's claiming she'll surpass Clark in the WNBA. Let's unpack this delusion. Reese's hype isn't coming from basketball dominance. It's coming from her willingness to chirp, trash talk, and then back it up just enough to grab attention. And yes, it worked. People are watching Reese. But if we actually look at her rookie WNBA season, the numbers tell the real story. She averaged 13.6 points per game, respectable, but more like high school level stats in the professional arena. Clark, meanwhile, effortlessly averaged 19.2 points per game, leading all rookies and proving she's not just good, she's generational. 6 points might not sound like a lot, but in professional basketball, it's the difference between being a true superstar and just another player.
You made some comments about Angel Reese. You called her garbage compared to Caitlin Clark.
Yes. Sometimes we do play the race card too much, or when it's not necessary.
Reese might want to take some notes because she clearly has a lot to learn. This isn't about race, it's about basketball and pure athletic ability. Look at Caitlin Clark's game. Her range and shooting make her reminiscent of a Steph Curry. And her passing? Let's not beat around the bush. Clark averaged an astounding 8.4 assists per game in her rookie season, orchestrating her team's offense like a maestro leading a symphony. Reese? Just 1.9 assists per game. At this point, you'd think she'd focus on improving her playmaking instead of chasing the spotlight with mediocre performances. But hey, who needs passing when grabbing rebounds will do, right? Speaking of rebounds, Reese does deserve a tiny bit of credit. Emphasis on tiny. She set a rookie record with 446 total rebounds, averaging 13.1 per game. Impressive on paper, sure, but rebounding is basketball's grunt work. It's important, but it's not what defines a legacy. Clark, on the other hand, managed 5.7 rebounds per game while balancing scoring and playmaking, a true example of being well-rounded, something Reese can only aspire to. If we focus less on constantly comparing them, people might actually start appreciating Reese's strengths instead of always defending Clark's greatness. But when it comes to accolades, Clark didn't just have a good rookie season. She set a standard.
Is a forward. But the reason why it's a rival is not because of basketball. It's because Angel Reese is willing to chirp and talk that trash and then go on the court and back it up. And you know what it's got us doing? Watching it.
Clark dominated her rookie season, claiming Rookie of the Year like it was a foregone conclusion. Reese was a finalist, which is just a polite way of saying nice try, maybe next time. As for WNBA all-team selections, Clark sailed onto the first team effortlessly, while Reese didn't even appear. No first team, no second team, not even an honorable mention. It's like showing up to prom in a fancy dress and not even making the yearbook. Yet somehow, Reese keeps talking about surpassing Clark. Reality check. You can't surpass someone who's already lapping you on the court. Clark's basketball IQ, shooting range, and ability to carry a team put her in a league of her own. Reese, meanwhile, seems more focused on social media clout and sponsorships than actually improving her game. Many doubted her entering this league, and yes, Angel, they were right. And let's address this so-called rivalry people love to hype up as the next Magic versus Bird. That comparison is insulting. Clark is rewriting the record books and elevating women's basketball to new heights, while Reese is playing the sideshow, showing up uninvited and acting like the star. This isn't a rivalry. It's a one-sided crush Reese can't seem to let go of. When it comes to media coverage, the difference between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese couldn't be clearer.
This ain't racial. This is about sports. This is about athletic ability. You look at Caitlin Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry based on her range and shooting the three.
Clark was named Time Magazine's 2024 Athlete of the Year, an honor reserved for athletes who truly make an impact on their sport. This recognition didn't come from talking big or making flashy statements. It came from redefining what it means to be a dominant force in women's basketball. Meanwhile, Reese is busy chasing attention on social media, posting lifestyle shots, and trying to stay relevant off the court. Let's be honest, no one remembers the best players because of Instagram filters. Reese could learn a thing or two from Clark, who lets her on-court brilliance speak for itself. That said, credit where it's due. Reese does deserve recognition for trying to carve out her own name amidst the Clark frenzy. After all the buzz around Clark, Reese steps up and says, "It's not just Caitlin Clark, look at me too." But even last night, down by 15 and having already lost 2 games to Clark, Reese tried to insert herself into the conversation, but it's clear she's not there yet. Then there are endorsements. Reese recently signed a shoe deal with Reebok, which sounds impressive until you remember it's linked to a player who hasn't yet made a major mark in professional basketball. Sure, Reese is marketable, but marketability doesn't equal legacy. But that attention Reese gets is mostly because controversy sells, not because she's dominating the league. Clark, on the other hand, is landing major sponsorships, not from social media hype, but from her undeniable talent, leadership, and role as a trailblazer in women's basketball. Reese chases likes and hashtags, while Clark attracts sponsors who care about athletes who actually change the game. When it comes to public statements, Reese loves to stir the pot with bold claims about surpassing Clark. Reality check. Talking about taking down the queen of basketball doesn't make you the queen. It just makes you look desperate for attention. Clark couldn't care less about Reese's proclamations. She's laser-focused on her game, brushing off the drama and continuing to break records. While Reese fuels debates with words, Clark shuts them down with actions. And actions speak louder than words. Right now, Reese's are mostly on mute. Looking ahead, Caitlin Clark is poised to continue her meteoric rise with the Indiana Fever. Expectations aren't just about improvement. People are already betting she'll redefine the game yet again. Reese, meanwhile, heads into another season with the Chicago Sky still trying to figure out how to live up to her own hype.
Than Caitlin's. If we're able to stop tying them together, I think way more people will appreciate the things that Angel does well, as opposed to defending the greatness that is Caitlin Clark and what she does well.
There's a big difference between striving to improve and already being at the top. Clark is the player everyone watches because she consistently delivers, boosting WNBA viewership and elevating the game. Reese, meanwhile, draws attention mostly for off-court antics. If she wants to be remembered for more than headlines, she needs to step up, because aiming to surpass Clark isn't just ambitious, it's almost delusional. Clark's scoring, playmaking, and leadership set the standard, while Reese still has major gaps in her game. Ambition alone isn't enough. Without skills and consistency, it's all talk.